God says, "Listen closely, my child, because this is not a rumor, not a whisper, not the echo of your own hopes trying to sound like me. This is my voice, steady and sure, speaking straight into the center of your life. Do not skip this. I am issuing something you have longed for and feared in the same breath, an official announcement concerning you. Not the labels others dropped on you when they were careless with their words, not the verdict of an anxious night, not the temporary opinion of someone who never saw your heart. This is my decree, and it carries the weight of who I am. When I announce a thing, creation rearranges itself to make room for it. When I announce a thing, doors remember they were designed to open for you, chains remember they were meant to fall, and shadows remember they do not own the light. I am making an official announcement about you, and every sphere that thought you could be ignored is about to be reintroduced to the one I have chosen. I saw the morning you wanted to give up, when you said, "If there is nothing else you plan to say, I'll stop asking." I saw the evening you tried to be brave in front of everyone and the moment in the quiet afterward when your strength slipped off like a coat you no longer had the energy to wear. I held those moments without shaming you. I counted your sighs and treated them as prayers. I turned each breath of surrender into ink and wrote your name where it could never be erased. I am not announcing you because you forced it, hustled hard enough, or performed with perfect grace. I am announcing you because I have appointed you, refined you, and prepared you in ways you do not recognize yet, and because the right time has arrived. Your obscurity was not my punishment, it was my protection. Your delays were not my denial, they were my direction. And now I am saying publicly what I have been shaping privately: you are mine, anointed for the assignment I placed within you before you learned how to spell your own name. Hear me, this announcement is not a prediction, it is a proclamation. It is not a guess, it is a decree. In the courts you cannot see, the seal has already been pressed. The scroll with your name on it has been unfurled. The herald has rehearsed your story and stands ready to speak. What felt like endless waiting was the sound of the trumpet warming in the hand of my messenger. I do not stutter when I speak, and I do not retract what I affirm. I am not a politician discussing you, I am your Father declaring you. This will move in waves, first within you, then around you, and finally ahead of you. Within you, courage will rise in places where you only ever felt caution. Around you, people will begin to perceive what I have always known, and even those who once dismissed you will find themselves quietly adjusting their posture. Ahead of you, paths that refuse to appear will begin to reveal themselves like ink dissolving in water until the route is so obvious you wonder how you ever missed it. Some have spoken unofficial words over you, and they thought their commentary had the final say. They named you too late, too much, not enough, unreliable, untalented, unqualified, unwanted. I watched those words reach for you, and I placed my hand between them and your destiny. They tried to land, but I would not let them root. I permitted you to hear them so you'd learn their hollowness and recognize my voice when I sent it. I permitted you to feel their sting so you would learn to prefer my medicine over the numbing of distraction. But I never allowed them to become your truth. My announcement renders their assessments powerless. Today I retitle you, faithful, resilient, teachable, set apart, beloved, rising, crowned with purpose. My announcement cancels every counterfeit press release that ever tried to define you. You have wondered why I placed you near gates that did not open, near people who seemed to have the key but would not turn it. I let you stand there long enough to exhaust every human method so that when the opening comes you will not be confused about who did it. I am not congratulating a committee, I am glorifying my name through your life. I am not rewarding manipulation, I am promoting obedience. You said yes when no one saw. You returned when it would have been easier to run. You stayed soft when bitterness begged to be your armor. You put seed into soil that did not applaud you. I noticed. Heaven has records, and none of your tears are missing from the file. The announcement I make is connected to that hidden history. I am unveiling what I built in secret. There are journals you wrote, prayers you whispered, acts of kindness you thought evaporated into nothing. I have woven them into a garment of credibility that cannot be counterfeited. When I put that garment on you, even your missteps will testify of my mercy, and even your losses will speak of my faithfulness. Listen, because jealous ears are listening too. Do not be afraid of their listening. The announcement I make concerning you will not be fragile. It will not depend on their approval. If they grin while they hope you fail, I will allow their smile to remain, and I will allow your steps to steady. Their confusion will be part of their conversion or their exit, either outcome will be mercy. Do not waste your breath defending yourself while I am defining you. Do not throw your pearls into arguments to convince those I am already removing from your lane. I will set a table for you in plain view, not to humiliate anyone, but to heal you from the belief that honor must always be hidden to be holy. I am a father who loves to celebrate his children without creating a loser's bracket around them. If you focus on me, you will bless those who misunderstood you without chaining yourself to their misunderstanding. This is what my announcement contains. First, I declare a change of status, from overlooked to appointed. Not because the crowd finally sees you, but because I say so. Second, I declare a change of territory. The places where you felt like a visitor will feel like assignment. You will walk through rooms you thought were reserved for someone else, and the ground will recognize your steps. Third, I declare a change of sound. The inner narration that once rehearsed what could go wrong will begin to rehearse what I have said. Worry will try to interrupt that rehearsal, but your spirit will insist on repeating my lines. Fourth, I declare a change of speed. What took years to gather will begin to accelerate, yet you will not be breathless. I am not tossing you into chaos, I am pacing you with my peace. And fifth, I declare a change of favor, unlikely allies, improbable opportunities, unanticipated openings. Do not idolize favor, steward it. Favor is not the destination, it is simply the clarity that I am near. You have been concerned that you will sabotage what I am starting. Hear me, humility will keep you where pride could never take you. When the invitation arrives, answer it without apologizing for your presence, but enter with reverence. When the platform expands, do not imitate the noise of the room, remain faithful to the voice that brought you there. I am not asking you to perform a role, I am inviting you to carry my heart. In meetings where the world counts metrics, bring me your motive. In moments where the crowd loves the glitter, bring me your gaze. I will be with you in the green room and in the hallway afterward when the echo fades and you wonder if you said enough, if you were enough. I will be the warmth in your chest that says, you were faithful, and that was enough. There are those who tried to write an official announcement against you, assembling gossip like evidence, criticism like signatures, and cynicism like a seal. They preferred the courtroom of public opinion to the quiet of my presence. Let their papers crumple. Let their sentences trail off. Let their strategy confuse itself. While they were assembling their case, I was composing your commissioning. The decree I issue cancels the indictment, not by pretending it never existed, but by overruling its authority. Where they said disqualified, I stamp restored. Where they said rejected, I write redeemed. Where they said finished, I inscribe just beginning. My fingerprints on your story are the most official thing about you. You will notice small confirmations before wide announcement. A message that lands at the exact minute you needed it. A conversation that opens to the very page you have been praying for. A person who remembers your name when you were sure you were forgettable. Treat these not as coincidences but as couriers. They are the early bells. And then there will be moments where the proclamation becomes visible. Expect a yes where you were told there would only ever be no. Expect an introduction that does not make sense on paper but feels inevitable in your spirit. Expect a setting right of something that has been twisted for far too long. Expect the return of something stolen, time, dignity, joy, clarity. Expect it not because positive thinking finally matured into reality, but because I am faithful to my word. Tie your expectation to my character, not to the calendar. I will keep time. Guard your heart in the hour of announcement. Honor does not exempt you from testing, it equips you for it. You will be tempted to match energy with those who bring chaos into your peace. Do not. You will be tempted to race ahead of me with opportunities that look good but are not God. Do not. You will be tempted to edit your story to impress rooms that were never meant to hold your whole truth. Do not. Your honesty is an instrument I will play. Your vulnerability is not a liability, it is the doorway through which other captives will walk free. Do not hide the scars I healed, wear them as evidence that graves cannot keep what I revive. I am placing watchers around you, angels assigned to reinforce what I announce. They do not worship you, they serve the assignment I have entrusted to you. They will close doors you are too kind to close for yourself and open doors you are too humble to knock on. They will nudge you to leave when the atmosphere is wrong and remind you to linger when grace is flowing. Do not sensationalize their presence, simply be grateful for my protection. And when warfare rises because the announcement rattled old structures, remember that I do not announce you into a vacuum, I announce you into victory. You will feel the pushback and you will not be broken by it. The weapons formed will not prosper. The tongues that rise will exhaust themselves. The snares laid will catch the feet of their maker. Keep your hands clean, your heart soft, and your eyes lifted. Your family story does not disqualify you. Your financial snapshots do not define you. Your past you is not your present sentence. I have walked through each room of your history with more compassion than you gave yourself, and I am not embarrassed to be seen with you. I choose you in full light. I know the detours you took trying to find a safer road. I know the shortcuts that only made the journey longer. I am not holding your worst day against your best future. I am reconciling the ledger by grace. Where shame would like to crouch near this announcement and whisper, "This is too good to last," I speak a stronger word. This is good because I am in it, and I am not leaving. There will be a person who tries to pull you back into the version of yourself that fit their comfort. Bless them and step forward anyway. There will be a moment when you are offered influence without integrity. Decline it and you will watch me multiply something purer. There will be a night when quiet fears say, "What if the doors close again?" Answer them with the memory of my hand on the handle. Even if a door did swing back, I am the one who opens and no one shuts, who shuts and no one opens. I am not manic with my children. I am measured, merciful, majestic, and I do not misplace what I love. Now hear the announcement itself, the heart of it. I, the Lord who formed you, announce that you are entering a season where visibility will match authenticity, where the weight of your character will sustain the reach of your calling, where the purity of your motives will have more power than the volume of your critics. I announce restoration of stolen courage, recovery of true voice, renewal of holy imagination. I announce alignment, people, places, provision, coming into order like stars returning to their appointed lanes. I announce the dawning of assignments that fit you like a key in a lock, work that feels like worship, relationships that feel like relief. I announce protection over the pathways I reveal, and I bind the stray flames of jealousy that would try to burn what I have built. I announce that the blessing on you will not create drought around you, it will become rivers through you. Those who drink of kindness you pour will praise me, not you, and you will be glad it is so. I am also announcing a boundary. The same voice that calls you forth is the voice that says no where your heart says maybe. When I say no, I am not being cruel, I am making room for a greater yes. The announcements I do not make over you are as loving as the one I am making. Do not chase every spotlight. Do not shake every tree for fruit that is not yet ripened for your hand. If you carry this boundary with you, you will be kept from the theater of comparison where applause becomes addiction and silence becomes panic. You are a child, not a performer. You are a steward, not a star. Shine with the light I placed within you and let it point home. My child, you asked for confirmation beyond feeling. So I will answer you in ways that settle the question. In the next stretch, you will encounter a phrase spoken by a stranger that matches a line you wrote in private. You will find a document, a message, or a memory that you thought lost, and it will land in your hands like a sealed envelope finally delivered. You will hear your name in a room you were not physically in, spoken by someone who recognizes what I have placed upon you. You will experience peace at the precise moment anxiety used to win. Mark these not as accidents but as official notices, signposts of my announcement moving from heaven's register into earth's rhythm. As this unfolds, do not edit me down to fit old disappointments. Let me be as generous as I choose to be. Allow me to surprise you the way a sunrise surprises a night that swore it would last forever. Keep tending to the simple obediences that built your foundation, prayer without pretense, gratitude without performance, generosity without cameras, excellence without ego. These are not small, they are the exact highways honor travels on. When the invitation comes, answer it with a clean yes. When the moment asks for your voice, offer it without trembling. When the opportunity demands growth, grow without apologizing for your stretch. I will send mentors who speak to you like peers and peers who speak to you like family. Treasure them. I will send rooms where you learn again. Enter as a student even when they introduce you as a leader. Purpose that stops learning becomes a museum. Purpose that keeps learning becomes a garden. I am not only announcing you to others, I am announcing you to yourself. The parts of you that learn to disappear will learn to stand. The parts that learn to shout to be seen will learn to rest. The parts that learn to fight everything will learn to discern what deserves your fight and what deserves your quiet. I will reconcile the brave you and the gentle you so they no longer compete. I will knit the child you and the present you so you no longer carry the ache of being unseen where you should have been cherished. I am doing this not just for your effectiveness, but for your joy. I care about your joy. Joy is not a perk for the productive, it is a promise for the beloved. Let this settle in you. I am not suddenly interested in you because you are about to be visible. I loved you in the invisible. I am not impressed now that doors will open, I was intimate when doors were closed. I did not find you at the finish line, I walked with you on the road most people forgot was there. I am the one who did not get bored with your story when plot twists slowed the pace. I am the one who saw through smoke and sat with you in the ashes until the first ember of hope glowed again. That is who is making this announcement. That is whose signature is at the bottom of the page. So receive this without flinching. I, the Lord, officially announce that you are released into the next chapter of your calling, that the timing is sanctified, that the supply is appointed, that the opposition is already outnumbered. I announce that you will carry honor without hoarding it, that you will build without burning out, that you will bless without bargaining for applause. I announce that your name will be lifted in some places so my name can be lifted in all places. I announce that what I begin, I finish, and that includes the work I am doing in you right now while you read these words and feel parts of you standing at attention like soldiers hearing the sound that tells them it is time to move. Do not skip this. Not because fear says you will miss something if you blink, but because love says, stay with me and watch. Stay with me and watch as what was heavy becomes holy. Stay with me and watch as what was delayed finds its door. Stay with me and watch as those who needed to leave do so quietly and those who are meant to stay step forward without fanfare. Stay with me and watch as I set you among the right people and then set my presence among all of you. Stay with me and watch as this announcement becomes not just about you, but about the ones who will be rescued because you allowed me to make it. This is your moment to agree. Not to strive, not to strain, but to agree. Say yes with your heart before your hands ever touch the work, and watch how quickly peace follows. Say yes to being seen by me more than being seen by them. Say yes to being corrected by me before being celebrated by them. Say yes to the hidden again whenever I call you there. Honor without audience is never wasted in my kingdom. Say yes to the open again whenever I call you there. Humility does not mean hiding, it means carrying me to the center. I will be the warmth in your yes. I will be the fire in your steps. I will be the shield in your storm. And the announcement I make today will echo long after this page is closed, because it is not ink on a screen to me, it is a living word, and I watch over my word to perform it. Now go, not away from me, but with me. Walk softly and boldly at the same time. Love those who cannot understand and bless those who never believed. Keep your laughter near the surface. Keep your prayer beneath every breath. Keep your hands open, because I will fill them and I will empty them and I will fill them again, and each time you will trust me more. The official announcement has been made. Heaven has recorded it. Earth will reflect it. And you, beloved, will live it.